Uh, as you might know, we're stacking your habits on the 31st of January. What is stacking your habits? Let me show you. Before I show you what stacking your habits is, though, I just want to take you through some of our best female transformations. And as you look through these, feel free to pause and read what's on the screen. I'm not going to read what's on the screen because it'll take too long. But what you'll notice is as you start to pause and look at these transformations, uh, you'll see that before there's not a lot of structure, there's not a lot of awareness on what they were doing, and there's a lot of overwhelm. After there is more structure, there's a lot more awareness, and there's less overwhelm. The people on the right, the mums on the right, the women on the right, they are in a place where things are moving, they're in a groove, they're in a rhythm, and you'll see why that's so important in a second. But here, let me just get you to concentrate on this right here, because this will change the entire way you look at healthy eating, at dieting, at exercise, mainly the nutritional side of things. This is what we call a periodization. It's a simple plan. It's organized in year, and then in quarters, and then broken down to weeks. What a lot of people will do when they try to change their habits is they will like have a period of festivities the last few weeks of the year, and then they'll try to spend the next 6 to 12 weeks making up for it in quarter one, get to quarter two, be totally exhausted, not want to actually continue with all the changes that they made in quarter one, and then wait to quarter three, wait to spring to start it all back over again. But because Christmas creeps earlier and earlier each year, there's more Christmas parties, that whole good intention of the spring challenge doesn't actually get seen through, and every year on year, habits get worse, body shapes get worse, health gets worse, and then all of a sudden you're in a place where you're like, how the hell did this all happen? How do you turn that on its head, and how do you plan to have a year that is not only productive but a year that is enjoyable? If you spent a good part and portion of your year working towards a particular goal, you would then feel more obliged to enjoy yourself at those really key moments and periods. And here on the screen, one of our clients has a birthday in August, wants to really look great for summer next year. So we've just planned out the year. In that blue phase, there's going to be a 80-20 rule. Okay, so 80% effort, and then a little bit of leeway, 20% leeway. There's some birthdays there in week 6 and week 2 of quarter 1 and quarter 2. And then as you get towards the end of the year, that's where you start to ramp things up. And in the green, that's where she's going to go 100% for a really short period of time. But because there's so much momentum from the first 6 to 9 months of the year, that 4 weeks is going to be so effective, super effective. It's much more effective than being red from the time winter hits until spring. So if you've tried these 6-week challenges, 8-week challenges, and 12-week challenges, and they've been to no avail, it's because between those challenges you haven't actually kept up much of a consistent routine and rhythm and structure. Okay, so this is nutritional periodization, and when you do this right, it changes it turns the whole paradigm. You have a huge paradigm shift. Here's some focuses to think of. In quarter 1, improving habits and routines and environment so you can make food choices more easy. Okay, in quarter 2, focusing on consistency and practicing eating towards goals 80% of the time, right? Quarter 3, focus is to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to 4 weeks of not eating anything that takes you away from your goals. Not many people actually do that. And it's a short period of time, but give yourself 4 weeks. Wean yourself off the sugar, wean yourself off the alcohol, and you'd be amazed at how much better and clearer you feel, and how much more motivation there is to actually do something like that again in the near future. Quarter 4, challenge yourself to again 6 weeks of that period, and then have the holiday season looking, feeling, functioning well, and enjoying the shit out of yourself. Sorry for all the kids listening. Okay, so nutritional periodization is out of the way. What do you what can you expect from the Stack Your Habits challenge? It's over 4 weeks. So what really can you achieve in 4 weeks? You're going to maybe achieve a 1 to 2 kilo weight loss. I'll just go straight out and say that there. Two kilos is like really, pushing it. I'd err on the 1 kilo. I've worked with so many mums, so many women, and the old adage of 500 grams a week is sustainable is utter BS. It's more like 250 grams a week. If you're losing that much, you're definitely losing fat, you're definitely improving your muscle mass, and you're changing your body composition, and you're improving your health all at the same time. In the first week, the first thing that you need to do, and the first thing that we need to get clear is, what are you going to eat before bed? What are you going to do for before bed? And in what environment are you going to wind down so that you can improve your sleep quality? If your physical repair is impaired, like if you're waking up between the 12 and the 3 a.m. or you're not even asleep yet, then all the effort in the gym isn't going to matter. All the effort in your lounge room isn't going to matter. If you're waking up and you're not even asleep by 3 a.m., well, there's going to be some issues there with mental health. The golden hours are between 9 and 12, so we want to get as much quality sleep between those hours as possible to set yourself up for a good night's sleep, so that you'll wake up motivated, energized, and ready to attack and win the day. Week 2, we're going to look at something I call the food supply chain. That is, how do you get food on your plate? At what portion of the food supply chain are you struggling with? Is it getting it from the shop to the house? Right? Do you just not know how to shop? Do you have a trouble planning and sticking to what you're planning on buying? Do you not have time to shop? How can we solve that problem? Some people will shop. So some mums here will shop. Some mums will do the online shopping. Some mums will get food prep company to do it for them. Okay, none of those solutions are bad. It's just what suits you. And that's what we will really work on. We'll work on what suits your personal lifestyle in this particular week. You might not even have a problem with that part of the supply chain. You might have a problem in the kitchen. You might not know how to effectively chop your food up really quickly so that it's all done within an hour after shopping, and you've got it there ready to go for the rest of the week. You don't have to spend time chopping in the kitchen while you're cooking. Right? You might have a supply chain issue with your actual cooking. You might spend an hour in the kitchen and only have food for one night. Okay, so how can we improve that situation for you? And then, is the food actually delicious? Do you actually crave the food that you know you should be eating? These are all things that we need to solve in week 2. Week 3, we're going to look at movement and exercise, and how can we get a good balance of movement and outdoor activity? Because let's face it, the last 2 years has really smashed that for us, being in isolation, having COVID peaks and outbreaks, working from home, having the kids home from school, smartphones, like our lives are revolving around smartphones and iPads and all sorts of things. So how do we get a good balance of outdoor activity and gym work? And which one do we prioritize and when? If you're sick, if you're run down, if you're tired, what do you do and what do you not do? I'm going to teach you how to think like you're a personal trainer, a world-class personal trainer, not just one of those out-of-shape personal trainers. A personal trainer that actually knows what the hell they're doing and looks the part. Okay, I'm going to show you how to think like one of those. And then in week 4, we're going to look at, what do you track? Chances are you have a smartwatch. You've probably logged into MyFitnessPal before. You've probably tracked your steps on your phone or on a pedometer. You've probably tried to track how much water you were drinking. You've tried to track all these things in the past, and all it's done is overwhelmed you because you've just had more information bombarding you and you haven't known what to actually do with it. I can tell you right now, all these things are important to track, but not at the same time. And there is a staggered approach that you must take with tracking data. The less data you can track in the beginning, the less overwhelming it will be, and the more you can stagger it and get a greater awareness of what you're actually doing, the more likely you are to succeed, right? Or choose not to succeed. Because look, a lot of people actually go through these processes and they start out with a goal like, I want to get abs, and then they get halfway through and they don't necessarily want to get abs, and that's cool, right? But the only way you can get to a point where you go, yeah, you know what, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to get it, is if you actually look at the feedback your body's giving you, your hunger levels, your sleep quality, your energy levels, your mood, your stress, all of those sort of things. So this is what we'll learn about in week 4, and it sets you up then for the ongoing coaching, because like I said at the start, you can't expect to have a drastic physical result in 4 weeks. If you do, then it will go away just as drastically and quickly as it did come in the first place. So I'm going to now invite you to get started with the Fit Mum method, the easiest and most simple way that you've ever been able to. For a long time there, we're just doing coaching only. Now we've put together this course, and this course has 13 years of lessons, conveniently broken up in 5 different courses. And there are tutorial videos, there are recipes, there's 6 months worth of rapid body shape changing exercise that's science based. Okay, so there's a lot in this course. In fact, you get the Motivated Mama course, which is how do you get intrinsically motivated, how do you set goals that are aligned with your values, your beliefs, and your identity as a mum, and how do you stay motivated, right? This is a course that you can come back to over and over and over again and refine and refine and refine. The Metabolic Mama course is how do you flip that switch on repair and improve your hormone profile, boost your metabolism, so that all of the other stuff that you do, the eating and the exercise, is actually effective and doesn't waste your time. If you miss this step, then you'll waste your time with diet and exercise every day of the week. The Healthy Mama course, it really simplifies the crap out of nutrition. It'll stop you getting all caught up in the clouds with macros and calories and chemicals and numbers on the back of packets, and it'll get you back to the basics that actually works. It'll help you with the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results will come from 20% of your effort, okay? And then the Strong Mama course. The Strong Mama course is everything to do with how to build a body that is better than the body that you had before having babies. I've seen this happen time and time and time again. If you do these things and you are consistent with them, and then you add muscle to your body, you'll look better in your 40s than you did in your 20s. Okay, so they're the first 4 courses. The Lean Mama course is a little more advanced. That's for mums who want to take it to the next level. There's a lot of meal portioning stuff there, protein, carbs, and fats, and all of that higher level stuff. 1-minute recipes are a big tool resource that you will get. Okay, these 1-minute recipes don't take 1 minute to complete, but they're little TikTok. There goes my age. TikTok format videos that show you how to simply create delicious, nutritious food, and get the family involved in that. You've got the family meal guides. Now these are guides that have actually been developed with our clients, and you can see the whole video and listen to me actually develop these meal guides for them. You get the meal guide itself too, so you can literally take that up and work on it. It's got recipes in there too. You got tutorial videos. You got the tracking app. Now this tracking app is set up so that you track what you need to track, and you're not tracking overwhelming crap. You get the 6-month exercise program that I was talking about earlier. So that 6-month exercise program is periodized, it's linear, and progressive overload based. Plus, if you get the course right now, you get 28 days of coaching. This is like customer support at its finest. So if you ever bought a course and you haven't known what to do with it, or it's just sat in the email as a login password and you've never actually opened it up, this is not going to happen. If you take advantage of these 28 days of coaching, you'll come into our inner circle. You'll meet the mums that we're working with, that we have been working with for the last 6 months. You'll be supported, and you'll have live calls that you can attend alongside check-ins that you'll be able to put in each week, so that we can direct you and point you in the right direction on what to work on to get the best result with the least amount of effort. All you need to do is visit www.thefitmummethod.com to take advantage of this. All right, I can't tell you how long this is going to stick around for, the coaching and the course deal, because as it gets as the year gets away from us, and as more and more mums pile in, we're going to be spreading ourselves too thin. So that is a limited resource, having our support. Right now you can get the first 28 days, and all you need to do is buy the course. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Post any comments or questions in the description as well, and hope to see you on the other side.